Good afternoon, Balkrishna.
Good afternoon, sir.
How are you?
I'm fine, sir. What about you?
I'm also good. Thank you for asking. Okay. So, Balkrishna, you have applied for a front-end developer role. So, let's start the interview.
Yes,
Okay. So, can you just tell me about yourself?
yes, sir. Uh, First of all, thank you so much, sir, for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. Myself, Balkrishna Arun Devane. I am from Sawantwadi, district Sindhudurga. I completed my graduation in BSc, and right now I'm in Mumbai in last 2 years for a job. I'm yeah, for a XYZ company as an Angular developer. And my hobbies are I'm a swimmer, so swimming, then long drive, then trekking. That's all.
Okay. So, that's nice to hear. So, can you just tell me about how much year of experience do you have?
I have a 2 years experience in Angular development.
Okay. And how much do you rate yourself in JavaScript up to 5?
Uh, I give me to 3.2 to 3.3, sir. 3 is the average, so
Why?
not much, and not below the 3, sir. Not below the average, sir.
Okay, but why did you remove that 2 points?
Uh, because right now I'm studying it's so many things. So after 2 3 years, I will be develop myself, and obviously I'm become to achieve the 4.5 to 4.6.
Okay, okay, fine. So, what is HTML?
HTML is a hypertext markup language, and it is the uh, uh, and it is a use for the creating the static method.
And what are the differences between HTML5 and the previous versions of HTML?
Yes, sir. In HTML5, we are using the semantic tag, so it will be improve our search engine optimization. But in HTML4, we don't have any semantic tag, so that is the first difference. And second is the doc type that tag name. It's in HTML5. It's very small and easy to write and easy to typing. And in HTML4, that doc type declare that tag is very lengthy to difficult to write. And in HTML5, we have a semantic tag like footer, article, then section, aside, section, then there's so many semantic tags we added in HTML5. And in HTML5, we have it is a mobile friendly, mobile applications friendly because of the HTML, we have semantic tags. And in HTML4 also having a mobile is a mobile application, but it is not even there is a no any semantic tag, so that there will be any creating some difficulties.
Okay, okay, fine. So, can you tell me what is the difference between inline element and a block level element?
In inline elements, we cannot apply the top and bottom margin, but in block level element, we can apply the all four side margin. In inline element, we cannot apply the height and width. In block level element, we can apply the height and width. In inline element, it start with the same line or same row. In a block level element, it will be start with the new line or new. And in inline elements, which occupy the only content width, and the block level element will be occupy 100% of parent, and block level elements like div, heading, h1, then paragraph, and inline elements like span, then anchor tag, like that.
Okay. What is float?
Float is the we can move the element to left to right, so that time we are using the float.
Okay. And what is the difference between text, align, and float?
Text line, text align we can using to align the text to the center or right. By default is a left, and float we can use to the align the box elements, align the elements, and text align is we can align the content on
Yes. Okay. What is the difference between margin and a padding?
margin and padding.
Padding.
Margin is a space outside the border, and padding is a space between border and content.
Okay. And what is the outline?
Outline is a outside the border. Uh, yeah, outside the border.
Yes, outside the border, but
It's separated at the border.
no. Did you use the outline anytime?
No,
How to use outline? Do you know?
yes, I know the outline.
Okay.
It's outside the border. Okay,
Okay. You can check after the interview. Okay.
yes, sure, sir.
Yes. Okay. So, what is the use of iframe tag?
Iframe tag. Iframe tag is a inline element, and it is used for the source and title inside the iframe, and it is used for to uh, connect the another document of HTML.
Mm, you can say like that, but some yes, you can connect the another document, but the use of that is somewhat different. Okay.
So another
Yes.
document.
Okay. Did you use the anytime iframe tag?
No, sir.
Yeah.
I just heard about it.
Okay. Okay. What is an attribute?
Attribute is a attribute is that source href, then class. It is a attribute is a given meta information of the HTML element to the browser.
Yes. What is the meaning of doc type?
Doc type is a declare is a tag, and it is give to the information to which version we are using.
Okay, so we are not giving any version after doc type HTML, no? But it is taking HTML5, correct? So where do you write that means browser will understand that you are using HTML fifth version?
Yes, sir. Browser will be understand.
Yes, but why? Because we are not giving any version, no? In doc type HTML, not giving version 5 like that.
So we are writing on the top of this that doc type HTML is,
HTML,
yeah.
yes, but we are not giving him the, it's not telling the version of the HTML we are using, no?
This tag is the HTML5 tag. So it will be understand that this is the version of fifth of the HTML.
Okay, you can read it
Yes, I will read.
in detail.
Sure.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So how many positions are there in
Uh,
CSS?
we have five types of position. First is a static. Second one is a relative. Third one is a absolute. Fourth one is a sticky, and fifth one is a fixed.
What is the difference between position absolute and position relative?
Uh, in position relative, it using for the giving reference to which box we want to move, and absolute is a which box we want to move to that that is absolute. So, and in a relative, it is a no, if no, we are not using the absolute also, it will be move with the parent
And which is the parent
uh, itself. So,
itself? Okay, correct. Okay. What is the use of canvas?
I don't.
Okay, fine. So how will you means how will you make an element if there is a div? How will you take it into the center?
If you have one div, so can you repeat your question, sir, please?
Yes, I want to take it in the center of the page. So how will you do that?
We create the one container and inside uh,
No.
that div is coming to the center, right, no, sir?
Yes, yes.
Uh, First, we take the one another div and we give the position relative to the that box, and
Okay.
that another box we give to position absolute, and then that inside the div we give position as absolute, and top 50 and left 50, and translate minus 50 minus 50.
Okay. What is transform translate is doing there?
uh, Translate is using the x and y value. X is a x and y value we are giving to the align to the box.
Yes, but if will not give transform translate, what will be happening? Top 50 left 50 we given.
uh,
Okay. So what will happen?
the box not in the correct center position,
Yes, that's I'm asking why.
because it's not aligned perfectly, and
Okay. So okay. Okay, fine. Okay. So tell me what is CSS?
CSS is a cascading style sheet, and it is used for the giving style to the HTML web page.
Okay. And in how many ways you can apply CSS?
Three types you are applying, sir. First is the inline, second is the internal, and third one is the external. In inline element, we can use style attribute inside the HTML element, and in internal, we can use style tag inside the head, and third one is the external. In the external, we using link tag inside the head to attach the CSS.
Okay. And what is the difference between pseudo classes and pseudo elements?
Uh, Pseudo classes is define the particular state of the element, and pseudo elements is the define the particular part of the element, and pseudo elements are divided by double colon, and pseudo classes are divided by single colon. In pseudo classes we have a first child, last child, nth child, even odd. Then uh, first of type, last of type, then etc. Not and all. And in element, pseudo elements, we have a first letter, then first line, then after before.
Yes, correct. Okay. So why should we use not important property? Do you know not important?
Yes, sir. Not important. So we are using to the giving important to that element. Sir.
Yes. But is it a good practice to use not important?
Uh, no, sir. I think.
Okay. Okay. So what is the descendant selector?
Descendant selector is a parent-child combination selector. It is if suppose we have one paragraph and in some of we have one UL and LI. So we will directly apply to the if we apply to the children's CSS directly UL LI and we apply the CSS.
Okay. And what is the attribute selector?
Attribute selector is a we have the caret attribute. First is our that attribute plus value attribute caret equal to value, then attribute yeah, dollar equal to value. It is an attribute and it's that caret
I
we are using for the starting value to giving the CSS. Yeah, then dollar is the using for last value of the at last value of the element for using.
okay. And
And
what is ID class selector then?
ID is a ID is a unique selector for we cannot use more than one time, and class selector we can use the multiple time. In class selector we are using the dot notation, and ID selectors we are using the hash uh, hash notation. And
Okay.
ID's specificity is more than class and text selector. And class selectors specific specificity is more than text.
Okay. Can we use variable in CSS?
Variable is
Yes.
uh,
Okay, fine. Okay. What is murky tag? Okay. So what is position sticky? Can you explain me?
uh, position sticky is used for the fix the fix the element top of the page and yes fix the position on top of the viewport.
No.
Uh,
Then what is why fixed position is used for?
uh,
Position fixed.
Position fix we are using the uh, it is a position used for uh, to our viewport to left and right here anywhere we can put it, and if we scroll down it will be fixed on the our viewport. So.
Okay.
And it is a fixed position we are using the end of the body because we can select in all the elements inside the fixed position.
Okay. So tell me you have six divs. Okay,
Yes, sir.
and you have to take them side by side, all the six divs.
Okay.
What you will do?
Uh, the parent of that uh, div, we are giving CSS in the float, and after inside that we select with the that caret attribute, and we giving the CSS as a we can nullify the float with the clear both display table and width 100%.
Width 100%.
Yes, sir.
Okay. By using this, can six divs will be six divs will come side by side.
Uh, no, sir. Maybe that width and height is small. Maybe will become.
Okay, fine. So tell
Yes, sir.
me, what is viewport?
Viewport, it means so that what we see on the our screen, that is a viewport.
Okay, and what is REM? Do you know the difference between pixel and REM?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Okay, so let's start with the JavaScript. Okay,
Yes, sir.
yes. So tell me, what is JavaScript?
JavaScript is a lightweight, interpreted, object-oriented programming language, and it is basically used for the we can convert into static page to the interactive.
Okay, what is first class function?
First class function is we can the function we can use in a value. We can assign in a value. That is the first class.
Yes, you can simply tell function which is used as a value.
Yes.
Okay, okay. So if okay, let's start. So tell me, what is the how many types of data types are there in JavaScript?
We have basically two data types. One is a primitive and one is a non-primitive. In primitive data types, hold a value, and non-primitive data types is a hold a reference. In primitive data types, they are share our they can create a new memory block, and non-primitive data types it's share our memory location. And in primitive data types, you have a in primitive data types we have types like string, number, boolean, undefined, and null. And non-primitive data types you have a function, uh, array, and objects.
Okay. What is coercion?
Portion is the relay. Portion is the conversion of one data type to another data type.
Okay, and how many types of there of coercion?
Data types that also that number, boolean,
How
string,
many types of coercion is there?
uh, like example,
No, implicit and explicit coercion. Do you know about that?
sorry sir, please repeat.
Implicit and explicit coercion.
Yes, sir. I don't know.
Okay, fine. So, what will be the output of number plus boolean?
Number plus boolean.
Yes.
It's a number, sir, because the boolean of true value is 1 and zero value is 0. So
Okay.
it will be
And what is the output of number plus null?
number plus null. No, not a number, sir.
Okay. And what is the difference between not defined and undefined?
Uh, not if undefined means, sir, declaration is declared but not assigned value, and not defined means declaration not declared.
Undefined means?
Declaration is declared but not assigned a value.
Yes. Okay. So how many types of scope are there?
So there are three scopes we have. One is a functional scope, one is a block scope, and one is a global scope. In global scope, we can declare the declaration of any scope. And functional scope, we can assign the declaration only functional scope. Uh, and block scope, it is a in behind inside the curly bracket, it is block scope.
Okay. So what is hoisting?
Mostly is a we can the declaration it's going the top of the page, shifted top of the page.
Okay. So okay, fine. What is the array?
uh, Array is the we can store the multiple data in basis of the index.
Okay. And what is the difference between slice and splice?
Slice and splice. Okay. In slice, we can cut a specific piece of the string, and in a slice we have a passing the two parameters. In first is a index one, and in the yeah, start index and last index. And in slice method we can pass the negative parameter also. And in splice method we can use the three arguments. First is a index, second one is a add, and third one is a remove. Sorry, first one is a index, second one is a remove, and third one is a add. And in a splice method, basically we can use only for remove the any array members.
Yes, correct. Okay. So what is the difference between push and pop?
In push method, we can use the add the last of the array member. We can add the last of the member in the array. And a pop method we are using for the remove the last element of array.
And shift unshift?
Shift is using for the remove the first element of the array, and unshift is using for the adding first element of the array.
Okay. So why we use includes method?
Include method. Uh, Include method is using for the that string, that word is available in that string. It is if it is that available, then it will be showing the true and false, and it's not available, then it's showing false.
Okay. Means basically it will return true or false, correct?
True and false.
How many conditional statements are there?
Conditional statements
Yes.
in
JavaScript.
conditional statement. Can you explain some more stuff?
Okay, I will give you a hint. These are used for conditions, applying the condition.
Uh, what, sir? What you are trying?
For any conditions, we use the conditional statements. Okay, if you used if
If okay,
yes, it is used to apply the condition. Correct. Check the
yeah, yeah,
condition. If else and if else ladder means if else it will come. Correct.
right, sir.
And one more is there switch and break
Switch
switch
and
case. Okay. Oh, fine.
no.
Yes. Okay. So what is DOM?
DOM is a document object model, and it is creating the tree structure of the page, like document. I have document have one child HTML, and HTML have two childs at head and body. It will be create the tree structure of. It's creating the tree structure, like it is a DOM.
Okay. What is the event?
Event. Event is a we can use for the add event listener. Uh, we can add the event uh, to the any to the element, or we can uh, giving the CSS like the class list, and also applying the CSS, and
Okay. Okay, fine. So do you know what is date?
yes,
How
sir.
do we handle date in date and time in JavaScript?
Yes, sir.
So how do we get today's date and time?
With the new dates, sir.
And what is that new date?
It's showing the date and then time, with a standard time of India.
Okay. Not only India, where do you means stay? If you are using new date in England, it will show the timing in there, not
Yes, sir.
only in India. Okay.
We are using in India. Okay.
Yes. Okay. So okay, I will give you one array.
Yes, sir.
Okay. One. So you have to use something on that. 1 minute. I will send you.
Yes, sir.
You can share your screen till that time.
Okay, visible.
Yes. Okay. I have shared you. Just copy it
Yes, sir.
in text. Okay. So you have to find a element whose category is software. Write a
Okay.
question there. find an element from the company's array. Okay, whose category is software. Find an index of that.
And index of
Yes, find an index of that element.
yes, sir. First, I find the index of that uh, software company category. No, sir?
Yes. My question is, you have to find the index of that company.
Find the index of that company.
Yes. There is no category comp. You have took it in a string that is variable.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now you have to do is
Yes, sir.
yes. You have to find a element who started in started in 19 after 1980 after 1980
Mhm.
and
And
ended in before 2010. There is no company who ended before 2010. No,
yes, sir.
take 2020. Okay, started after 1980 and ended before.
2020.
Yes, you can take your time. Okay.
Yes, sir. And 19. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Started after 1980. Okay. Yes. And ended before 2020.
Yes, sir.
Yes, correct. Okay. Okay. Okay, Balkrishna. We are done with your technical round.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So do you have any questions for me?
No, thank you.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Bye.
Yes, bye.